10 ways that non-vegans are like Adolf Hitler.
Well, guys.
Really, bro? What the fuck did I just hear, man? 10 ways that non-vegans are like who, bro? What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Sam, back at it again with a daily upload streak of 6. Welcome to episode 6 of Sam Speaks. In today's video, on the menu, we have That Vegan Teacher Did It Again by August the Duck. Let's get into it.
Hello students, welcome to class. Today we have a new student whose name is ChatGPT. Let's hear what she has to say.
10 ways that non-vegans are like Adolf Hitler.
Well, guys.
Really, bro? What the fuck did I just hear, man? 10 ways that non-vegans are like who, bro? I get you're vegan and all, you want the whole world to just eat trees and plants and roots and vegetables and fruits. But it's not that serious, man. At the end of the day, if I want to enjoy a burger, I'm enjoying a burger. God damn, what you talk about I look like, we're no different from the mustache man. You must be crazy or something. Just go eat your lentils. God damn.
She did it again. Sorry for the jump scare there. I know a lot of you are probably expecting to see a duck of sorts right now, but I'm trying something new today. Think of this as sort of a test run, so please bear with me, okay? We don't have to make eye contact anymore. See? No big deal. Nightmare's already over. My face is already gone. We got through it. But that's not important because my face is not why you clicked on this video. At least, I don't think that's why. If it was, go ahead and leave a comment. Tell me that. Boost my ego a little bit. I could use it. You clicked on this video because once again, that vegan teacher, yeah, she still exists, I know, has proven that she genuinely needs to be banned off the internet and
I mean, bro, like for real, how is she still on YouTube? Like, how does she still have this platform and not only relegate her to a platform like Twitter where all this bullshit's allowed? Because YouTube allowing her to continue to be on the platform whilst making content that's framing people who are not like her to be like the mustache man, if you know what I mean. It's kind of crazy. YouTube, man, get on her. Like, she's making content out here that's clearly against your terms and policies, but you don't give a shit, do you? Oh my
quickly
goodness.
at that. We've looked at quite a few of that vegan teacher's videos, and for the most part, they're just stupid. They're just her making a fool of herself and the vegan community as a whole. But every now and then she puts something out that is genuinely disgusting. She's made some really awful stuff, videos that have been striked off of YouTube because they're just that bad. And recently,
So YouTube has taken some action, as we just learned, by striking a couple of her videos down. But if you think YouTube needs to do way more than that, let me know in the comments, because I honestly do.
it again. It's not as bad as her worst video of all time, which is one that genuinely changed my perception of this woman for good. If you don't know, a while back, she made a video that compared the R word, which I hate to say because we should be able to talk about serious things on this website, but we can't. But the R word of a baby to the farming industry. She asked her audience to imagine it
Nah, she's wildin'. When he said that he was going to talk about her worst video that she ever made, I was thinking in my head, how is she going to top saying that people who are non-vegan are like the mustache man? But he blew my expectations through the roof, bro. Because, what? I know the farming industry is like not great, like in the way it handles its animals and livestock and stuff like that. But comparing it to the R-wording of a baby is just wild to me, man. At the end of the day, animals are animals. I know we're animals, but we're on a different level. We're at the top of the food chain. Humans are all the way here, and the rest of them are all the way here. That's just the reality, and we have to live with it. We can't compare animals like cows and goats and sheep to ourselves, bro. Like, come on.
It was a really fucking terrible video. I still think she should have been banned for ever uploading that in the first place. It's not quite as bad as that, but it is something she's been saying for a while now that I feel like really needs to be addressed by YouTube. For a very long time, that vegan teacher has been comparing people who eat meat to Adolf Hitler. You know, the guy in the discussion for like top 3 most evil people to ever live in history? Yeah, that guy. She's made multiple videos comparing people who eat a fucking steak or a Wendy's hamburger to Hitler. And recently she made another. And as a person who really wants to see...
So this is not even the only one that she's made. Apparently she's made multiple over the years. This lady is really on some shit, isn't she? Like, what? Like, is she alright? She's made multiple videos comparing people who eat meat, me included. I eat meat, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you watching eat meat too. It's the mustache man who didn't like a certain group of people back in the day. She needs to take a chill pill for real. Oh my freaking goodness, bro. Like, vegans, let me know in the comments if this is if you agree with what she's saying, and if you like her as your online representation, because I know most of y'all are not like this. And y'all don't really like this bullshit that she be putting up. Because this is just wild. This is just wild. She's pushing her ideology like crazy.
This lady get banned off of YouTube. I'm trying to bring attention to it because I'm just tired of her being able to make money off of this shit. YouTube wants to act like it's a safe...
She's still making money? How is it that after all this while of her making this bullshit ass content, this like horrible kind of content, and still she's monetized on YouTube? Usually it doesn't take that long for people who make this kind of content to get demonetized at the very least, if not get banned at all. If they don't get banned, at least they'll get demonetized. But she's still monetized. She's still making money from content like this. That's wild. That's insane.
Website, it's a progressive website, and they want to get a lot of other people in trouble for doing things that don't really go against that, but they allow stuff like this to run rampant on their website. Something needs to be done. So today we're going to be looking at this video, and hopefully, eventually, something is done. Fingers crossed. Let's not waste any more time though. Let's begin. Please subscribe.
Hello students, welcome to class. Today we have a new student whose name is ChatGPT. Let's hear what she has to say.
10 ways that non-vegans are like Adolf Hitler, and 10 things they can do to show the world that they have decided to be saner than him.
Cool.
Yeah, so that vegan teacher has decided to use ChatGPT to generate 10 different ways that non-vegans are just like Adolf Hitler.
1. Adolf Hitler was the same as all of you who eat meat, dairy, and eggs, because he supported branding sentient beings as property. Just as he dehumanized people and treated them as objects, you brand cows, pigs, and chickens as commodities for your consumption. Chickens have wings, not so they can end up on your plate. Yeah, but so they can fly short distances and feel the joy of the wind on their feathers.
Yeah, so just...
Yeah, that explanation is not going to stop me from enjoying my chicken, bro. Like, as a matter of fact, I'm having some chicken tonight with some jollof rice on the side, and I'm gonna enjoy that chicken. What the hell are you talking about, bro? How can you compare the hate of literal human beings to freaking chickens, bro? They're chickens. My goodness.
You thought that vegan teacher could not possibly weaken any of her arguments anymore. She whips out this bullshit, ChatGPT saying that chickens have feathers so they can fly short distances and experience the wind on their feathers. Something that is categorically false and is unbelievably stupid. I'm not going to sit here and argue that chickens aren't sentient because they obviously are, but out of all the things that you could pick to argue that, why would you pick something that's not true?
If you want to show the world that you are better than Adolf Hitler, stop supporting the branding and commodification of animals, and choose plant-based alternatives instead.
Good.
I doubt that she just typed into ChatGPT a prompt that said, why are people who eat meat, like the mustache man, and ChatGPT just started spewing this bullshit out. I honestly think she tampered with ChatGPT a lot to get it to say this nonsense, cause, like, what the hell am I hearing, man? This is some crazy ass nonsense that
Two.
ChatGPT is
1 point.
Adolf Hitler was the same as all of you who eat meat, dairy, and eggs because he put sentient beings in gas chambers. Millions of pigs are suffocated and slaughtered in gas chambers today, just as he did to humans.
Alright, do you see the distinction that you just made for us? I guess at this point, I'm more arguing with ChatGPT than I am that vegan teacher, but I'm sure she did a lot of bullshit to get it to say this, so, same thing. Killing a pig and killing a human, whether you like it or not, two different things. Just like killing a cockroach and killing a pig are two different things. Whether it's fair or not, that is how the world is. Furthermore, how and why you're killing something is arguably a more important deciding factor on whether or not it's just. Killing a human who's trying to kill you is a pretty justifiable thing. Killing a human because of the race they're born as is never justifiable. Just like killing a pig for fun or killing a pig to eat it are two completely different things. So to try and make this bullshit point that because some people eat meat that is sourced in what can be considered an inhumane way, they're the same as a person who directly ordered the killings of millions of humans just for fun, basically, you've got to be fucking psychotic to even consider that as reality.
3.
Good.
Adolf Hitler was the same as all of you who eat meat, dairy, and eggs because he exploited the innocent. Just as he exploited people for his gain, you fund industries that enslave and abuse animals who cannot fight back. Mother cows, for instance, cry for days when their calves are taken from them so humans can steal their milk.
True.
If you want to show the world that you are better than Adolf Hitler, stop supporting animal exploitation and buy ethical, plant-based products instead.
Look, I'm not going to sit here and try and defend the dairy industry or really like any practices that relate to factory farming. They're all pretty bad. I've said this many times before. But the framing here is what makes this so laughable. And it's what makes that vegan teacher look like a joke. Obviously, stealing the baby of a mother cow is not a super cool thing to do, okay? Like, nobody's like, yeah, that's a cool, awesome thing to do. But buying milk that was a product of that is not the same at all as killing millions of people. Like, this number 3 doesn't even make sense. Adolf Hitler exploited the innocent. I don't really think that's the right word. He didn't really exploit the innocent for his gain. He murdered them for his gain. That's a little bit further than a simple exploitation. Not sure that really applies here.
Another point.
4. Adolf Hitler was the same as all of you who eat meat, dairy, and eggs because he was cruel without justification. His actions were unnecessary, just as your consumption of animal products is unnecessary when plant-based foods are available.
Lentils and beans.
Lambs, the symbol of innocence, are brutally killed for their meat, something Jesus would never condone.
Why these vegan debates always make their way into the religious territory doesn't really make sense to me, but that's not that important. Again, this is a crazy comparison. Eating nothing but plant-based products has time and time again been proven to not be a very good way to live. You have to supplement this shit out of your diet. It's more expensive, it's more time-consuming. Humans are naturally omnivorous. That is just how it is. To say that there's no justification for eating meat is crazy. To say that there's no justification for some of the cruel practices that exist in factory farms, okay, that's a completely different story. But eating meat alone is not the cruel parts. No other animal is painted as cruel for eating meat. And again, eating a hamburger that may have not come from the best conditions is in no way, shape, or form in the same universe even as slaughtering millions of people to try and wipe them off the...
And that's what I'm saying. And exactly why a couple minutes from now, I'm gonna go make me some dinner with some chicken and some jollof fries on the side and enjoy it. Because it's nowhere near as close to someone like the mustache man doing what he did to all those innocent people. And she needs to get that through her head. Because she needs to get it through her head.
Face of the earth. Stop this insanity.
Adolf Hitler was the same as all of you who eat meat, dairy, and eggs because speciesism, like racism, fueled his worldview. Believing that some lives are worth less leads to all forms of oppression. Mother chickens fiercely protect their eggs in the wild, just as any parent would. Stealing their eggs violates their right to motherhood.
Again, these are just two completely different topics that for some reason we're trying to put under the same umbrella. Speciesism is not even kind of related to racism, for many reasons.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking just now. They literally have two different names for a reason. speciesism and racism. Yeah, I think I didn't pronounce those words correctly, but anyways, speciesism, speciesism is like not like liking a different species. Like we're human, so we can be species towards each other because we're the same species. We can only be species towards other different animals from us. And racism, on the other hand, is what can apply to us because there we have different races, different skin colors, ethnic backgrounds. So that's what we could have towards each other, but not speciesism if we're the same species. What the hell is she talking about? At this point, she's just chatting, bro. She doesn't even know what she's saying. I don't know how she got ChatGPT to say all this bullshit, but she did it anyways, and ChatGPT is just wilding right now.
The main one being that one of them actually exists and the other one doesn't. But if you want to open up the floodgates and start acknowledging dumb shit like speciesism, then we can just go down the line of all the people that would be affected by not being able to be speciesist. Obviously, I'm being a bit facetious here, but for example, what happens to people who don't make enough money to supplement their diet when all they're eating is kale and peanuts, with all of the vitamins that you need from completely taking away meat from your diet? Are we then being speciesist to humans by not allowing them to fully thrive? And what about all the predators in the wild? Are they just gonna fucking die, I guess? I'm tired of fighting against this same argument over and over again, but like seriously, at some point they've got to give it a rest.
7. Adolf Hitler was the same as...
And at the end of the day, us eating the meat that we do eat helps with overpopulation of species. Because if we don't eat the kind of animals that we normally eat, they will probably overpopulate the entire world and become a problem for us if you think about it. Because those kind of animals they populate really quickly. So we're kind of doing the earth a favor at this point. Like, it's not that serious.
He acted polite, but politeness is not kindness.
True.
You may pet an animal or claim to care about them, but true kindness means not harming them.
What the actual fuck are we talking about here? Hitler was famously a not polite guy. Like, not even talking about all the shit he did. He was famously a stubborn, hard-headed, it's gonna be my way or the highway kind of guy. What the fuck do you mean he acted polite? We're just making shit up now.
Adolf Hitler was the same as all of you who eat meat, dairy, and eggs because he normalized injustice. His propaganda made cruelty seem acceptable, just as our culture normalizes animal exploitation. Every holiday that includes a dead turkey or ham on the table contributes to a holocaust, destruction or murder on a mass scale. If you want to show the world that you are better than Adolf Hitler, stop supporting industries that normalize animal abuse and advocate for compassion instead.
Again, don't really have to do any of that because killing a turkey for a Thanksgiving meal, and you guessed it, killing millions of people are not comparable in the first place. They're not even close in any regard at all, period. So I'm already better than Adolf Hitler by default.
Easy.
9. Adolf Hitler was the same as all of you who eat meat, dairy, and eggs because he turned a blind eye to suffering.
What? No, he didn't. He loved that shit. What do you mean?
At this point, I don't even think she believes what the hell she told ChatGPT to say. Because what the hell are you talking about? The guy who literally, willingly allowed the killing of so many people that were innocent, did not like them to suffer, and turned a blind eye to suffering. What are you talking about? Like, my man worded it perfectly. He enjoyed that shit, nigga. The fuck are you talking about?
He turned a blind eye. He was literally the one responsible for all of the suffering. Why is this grown woman trying to make it out like he was some innocent third party who just didn't stop it? What a fucking idiot.
Adolf Hitler was the same as all of you who eat meat, dairy, and eggs because he was never taught to be kind to animals. If he had been taught to value all sentient life, history might have been different.
So this is just a crazy, stupid, unproductive, offensive thing to bring up to begin with. But it gets even dumber when you consider that there are genuine theories out there that one of the biggest things that shaped Hitler's worldview as a child was his father's farm failing. It's documented as a genuine turning point in his life. So you could very easily argue that if Hitler's father's farm was successful, maybe if they got into livestock and started slaughtering animals for meat, then maybe he actually would have been different. That's a super unproductive thing to worry about, but when you bring it up like this, it proves that you're just talking out of your ass. That's really where the video ends, however. She kind of summarizes the points that ChatGPT made, but she doesn't really add anything to it. All she's managed to do by uploading this is spreading insane shit that should just honestly not be allowed on YouTube. Well, guys, what do you think? Not so much about this vegan teacher nonsense, more about this face cam situation, if I'm being honest. It's something I've been considering for a long time at this point. I know the duck is kind of my thing, and I don't really want to turn my back on it, but at the same time, I feel like this is a lot.
Alright guys, I appreciate you if you stayed all the way to the end. And I also appreciate you if you didn't stay all the way to the end. But if you enjoyed episode 6 of Sam Speaks, and you want to encourage me to continue my daily streak and post a video every single day for the whole rest of the year of 2025, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on that notification bell if you would like to be notified every time I drop a new episode, which is going to be daily. Thank you all for watching, and I love you. Peace.